So, Curse of Strahd, session 40, the Amber Temple. This is your second session in the Amber Temple.
40?
Yeah. Last session, which was some time ago now, you entered the Amber Temple that you should have the picture, the external picture on map tools. You survived blizzard, mountainous terrain to get there. As you went inside, Valkyn, let me give you the map of where you've been so far for the upper. This is your upper map. So Valkyn had a rush of blood and ran into this room and almost got murdered by a bunch of hillmen and a direwolf. You then got fireballed into this massive open temple area here. This area is huge. It's black marble floor with amber walls and ceilings. The ceiling is 60 feet up. These stairs go 30 feet down into this huge temple area with a statue at the end. The statue has magical darkness over its hooded, cowled face. From there was a fireball was launched in your general direction, which Brungrik and someone took the brunt of. Was it you? Okay, Miller. You then decided to go in the opposite direction and explore here. You found the corpse of a dead body. You found a staff of frost on it. So all this is new to you, Lars, isn't it? Because you weren't there last time. So we finished the session having investigated a few of these rooms. You managed to find a mock-up of Castle Ravenloft in this room, and you destroyed it to get two very, very significant finds, both books, large tomes. One was a magical tome that can increase your understanding. Yee, Sam. The other one was Strahd's own diary, which told you his story. To the north here, we touched on it briefly. That's where I'm going to start with you, in this room here. And then you've got side rooms to investigate and another amber door to the end of this corridor here. One thing I did want to touch on, I'm going to give you this for free, because when you rolled an Arcana check to see the flame skulls here, to see what they are, one point that I forgot to mention to you guys is that flame skulls completely regenerate after an hour unless you sprinkle holy water or cast dispel magic or remove curse on them.
How many were there?
Three.
Three in this corridor. Wasn't there another one somewhere else?
No, there were three in the corridor, and fireball was launched from the from this massive statue at the end. Lars has just texted me to say I'll be back in a second.
Some fuckers in that statue playing Rillik all that time with magical darkness. Something's in that statue. So how do we get about it?
Well, what I'll do, I'm just going to grab Lars's token with Theodor, because I've changed what you can see slightly with that statue. So it's a huge, massive 40-foot tall hooded statue held in sort of a countenance of prayer. But, as I said to you, I was just going to briefly touch on this room. So as you entered this room, a programmed illusion, you'd identified it as a programmed illusion, had started. There was a feast on the table, and the lights lit up, and it smells nice. I think it was our Christmas session, so we went with full roast turkey dinner, including cranberry sauce and pigs in blankets on the...
I remember pigs in blankets. That's the important bit.
Yeah. You being you with your PTSD, as Sam has coined the phrase, is it?
STSD.
STSD.
What does that stand for?
STD?
Strahd Traumatic Stress Disorder.
Okay. Yeah.
You didn't go near the food, but Reman and Theodor, the two of you were discussing this program delusion, and you came to the conclusion that it was probably to distract you from something else. So what I'm going to start this session off with is a perception check from Theodor and Reman.
Roger.
Mr. Miller as well, because you've had a long rest, so your Staff of Frost, you've attuned to it. It should be...
Yeah.
Wait, when do we have a long rest?
I was just
short rest. Short rest.
Okay.
Okay, 16. Yeah, okay, so you don't notice... Yeah, Theodor, Lars, Theodor's now convinced that this room holds something that the illusion is trying to distract you from, but you're not sure where it is or what it is. So I'm just going to recap, and then I'm going to throw out what do you want to do. In terms of where you haven't been, you've got a double set of amber doors here, and you know that this is a crumbled balcony. This bit where it says open to area X5 is 30 feet down these stairs. You know there's double doors open here. There's arrow slits here. There's an amber door here and here that you haven't been through yet. And as far as I was aware, that you found a secret door here, and you were telling Irina to make herself a little bit of a campfire and get herself comfortable there so she can hide away, if that's correct.
Yeah, that was the plan, wasn't it? We're trying to keep Irina safe.
Smash it. So over to you guys then. That's almost 10 minutes of me giving you a recap. Oh, no, sorry. The only other thing I wanted to do, because I bumped into Martin the other day. If you're watching, Martin, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm watching. Bishton.
Oh, Bish.
Yeah, and apparently Leah watches as well. Hello, Leah, if you are watching.
Yeah, because they've joined the Facebook group, haven't they?
Mm. Yeah.
Just randomly.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 vials of holy water, and I can do remove curse, and I can do the other spell to stop them coming back. However, they are 3rd level spells, I think.
If you cross off one holy water for me, Sam, what you can do is line the skulls up and tip it over all of them. That's good enough for me on this occasion, but I won't be reminding you.
You have been warned.
Holy water.
Pile the skulls up on top of each other and then sprinkle it over the top.
Yeah. If you do it while you're facing the wall, you can make it look like you're having a waz on them as well.
You need to do it like Salt Bay as well, again.
I thought you were going to say do it like Saltburn then, I was like...
I've heard about this. I haven't watched it.
I've not watched it. Charlie told me about it. It sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
It's a weird movie. It is weird.
Weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Do we want to,
Right.
if we're progressing into this room, do we want to split? I was just thinking, do we put some people up here and then some people going down the stairs?
No, I feel like we need to work out what's going on in here.
Yeah, can I...
Then check this.
It takes 10 minutes to do it for a ritual for detect magic, unless anyone can do it any quicker. Can I have a... Let's see if there's anything magical going on in there.
Yeah, sure. So with your detect magic, nothing happens for 10 minutes. We'll say you incorporate this into your short rests, if that's what you want to do. In the centre of the table, you can see a ewer, which is it's basically a jug, which is the only thing in the room that's real, and it does ping as a magical item. I believe. Let me just double check. I think it's gives you an aura of conjuration magic. Yeah. So the Yes, illusion. Everything's an illusion other than this ewer, which is giving you conjuration magic.
How big did you say the drop was, Dave, from the top balcony to the...
You die.
From the balcony there to the floor is 30 feet. The ceiling from here is another 30 feet, so you're 60 feet ceiling.
Okay.
Are you thinking
Brungrik
what I'm
can't
thinking?
jump it.
Kind of like doing a pincer and stealthing up the statue.
I was thinking about going around the back here, mate. Of this, what looks like a broken balcony. Yeah, a bit of a pincer movement.
Yeah.
But there is
I was
doors
thinking.
here as well, though, weren't there? We don't know what's behind them.
True.
Because I was thinking the same. Go put maybe some range people up here and then go down here, but so we don't know what's going on in this room, did we say?
Is your camera off, Lars, or do we need to reset?
Yeah, I'm just giving I just need to charge my iPad a little bit because it.
Oh,
died.
sorry, dude. Yeah. In that room that you've just pointed to, everything's an illusion other than a jug, a ewer, that appears to be magic.
And Theodor obviously would just tell everybody about that because you say it was Theodor who figured it out.
Well, yeah, between you and Reman. Reman cast the detect magic, but yeah.
Valkyn's going to move into the room and he's going to nudge Theodor.
Say that again, mate. I heard Theodor.
He's going to saddle up to Theodor, and he's going to whisper, "Touch the mug."
Theodor will oblige.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Cheers, Brungrik. You know, they say stupid is as stupid does.
I've not got my token allocated, Dave, with me changing my name.
Okay, dude, no worries. Right, so ownership. You are now inebriated dungeon wizard. Right, don't move for a second, Lou. Let me just spin you around, and then I'll say.
I have been that for the past couple of months, I think.
It's been that long since we've played Curse of Strahd, dude.
It was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. Which makes it sound ages ago, but we are only in January.
Don't take this away from me, Lars.
Okay. Show you that. Right. Mr. Johnson, I'm just going to move you out for a second. As I roll initiative 7 incorporeal figures that appear as Theodor touches the.
I thought you were moving me out of harm's way there, Dave. I was like, oh, thanks.
No, dude. What's going to happen is they rolled very well. Oh dear, Theodor.
I am not. I'm not over. I'm stood in the middle of this room.
Lars, you know you haven't played this one in a while.
I forgot how punishing it is.
No. Just go make a new character, mate. Forget about it. Let's have a new character for next session, shall we?
So what's going to happen as Theodor reaches out? The illusion is going to disappear. All of the lights wink out until eventually, I believe we'd got lighting sorted. I mean, Valkyn's fine because you're a drow and you've got dark vision. For Theodor, I'm pretty sure you had a light cantrip. But what's going to happen is as the illusion of the food and the light disappears, there's a moment where you're momentarily blind. Right on Valkyn, this spectral figure's just going to rise up and you're frozen solid cold to your core as this figure appears right inside you.
I'm getting molested by a ghost.
So
Not again.
Theodor, Reman, and Valkyn, you're all on the back foot. As I'm going to style this as, in fact, I'm going to roll a d3, see who screams. 6. It is going to be Valkyn who. What does Valkyn sound like when he screams?
Yeah, just a real high pitch 9-year-old girl scream.
Enough to shatter the souls of any spectre in the same room.
Indeed, yeah.
Nice try, Miller. Nice try. But it is Damian who's heard this 9-year-old girlish scream come from this room to the north. Is first to react. How far away are you, Damian?
Can I see what's cracking? Well, I would have moved back into the corridor, but is the spectre directly in Damian? Like, as in, like, you wouldn't be able to hit it?
Yeah, and he's also the other side of this door. So you can see a spectre in the corner. If you move 30 feet to there, you can see the whole room.
Right. So I can move 30 feet anyway. So that's 30. I've got 40 feet of movement. So I'm going to step in there because I've still got the sun sword out. And then I'll make an attack against this spectre that's right next to me.
Sure, roll to hit.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 hits, mate.
I just need to double check what this is because I'm sure the sun sword does extra damage to.
It does an extra d8 to undead.
Okay, so a d8 plus 9, which is 17 points of radiant damage, plus an additional d8, which is 4. So that's 21 points of radiant damage to that spectre.
Okay. So you slice through the very core of this spectre. It's still reaching towards you, but it's looking diminished, heavily diminished.
Okay, I'll go for another riposte towards it. That's a 13 to hit.
Rolled a 2, and it still hits.
That's 16 damage plus 20 damage to it.
Okay, how does this incorporeal form cease to be?
I think I'm just going to take a swipe through it for the first attack, and then as it reaches out towards me, I'm just going to chop its hand off and then take its head with it.
Nice.
And then I'm just going to hold the sun sword ready to go again.
Okay, anything else from you?
I mean, I've still got another. Because Theodor's here, isn't he?
Bang in the middle of the room.
I'm just gonna stay where I am at the moment.
Okay. So the spectre in the corner is the first to move, and this ethereal form, Lars, is going to move through the table towards Theodor as if the table wasn't there, and he will reach out with his hand, and he rolls a critical hit. So just for future reference, a natural 20 is 24 to hit for these lads. That's 17 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, thank you.
And I need Theodor to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Yeah, you pass that. Okay. The target is...
Actually, if I rolled the wrong one, but...
okay, yeah, but you rolled an 18. That's fine. It's so you feel as if it's... I'm going to style this a little bit like a Dementor. So it's drawing the life energy from you. You can feel, and the rest of you see part of Theodor's soul stretch towards this spectre, but you manage to gather it back in before it actually leaves you. Spectre number 2.
Does anybody know Expecto Patronum?
Is this one to the side? So he's going to do exactly the same. He rolls an 11 to hit Theodor. I'm pretty sure that misses.
14, yeah.
Yeah. And the one at the back is going to move into a position to attack you as well. He rolls 12. So that's another miss.
Thank God.
So Reman now comes to his senses. What do you want to do, Mr. Miller?
Sorry, I've been trying to look at my spells. I can't remember what it was I would use to as a reaction. Is it blight? That's the one I was looking for. Yeah, I can't find it. Anyway, can I see what's going on with Valkyn? Can I see any of the spectre?
Yeah, you can.
Like feet or anything like that. So
yeah,
I could target the spectre without hurting Valkyn.
Depends what you're going to target it with.
Well, I was thinking like using magic missiles on the bits that I could see of the spectre.
Magic missile never misses, so yeah, you could style that quite easily.
Right. So as he's sort of next to me, I was going to fire some magic missiles at the spectre. Which one? Sorry, I'm on the. I'm not on the app. I'm on the other one at the moment, so it's all gone different again. Magic missile. Okay. Cast that. That's a first level. So what's that? 3. No, 4. That's 3. How many missiles is it? Sorry, it's been ages.
3 missiles, mate. Yeah, if you roll 3, yeah, the easy way to do it for future reference, just roll the missile damage again. If you whatever level you do in it, first level, just roll 3d4, add 3.
Yeah,
is the easy way to do it. But if you just roll 2 more of those, missile damage will apply. I'm assuming that you're shooting it all at the same one.
Yeah. Oh. Magic missile. So that was 1. That was a 4. That's 3. So it's a 4, 3, and a 3.
Okay. So 10 points of damage to that one as 3 bolts collide, and it looks like they're heading towards Valkyn, but they're not. You're stood next to it. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to move into the to here.
Okay, yeah, because that door's shut at the minute. So the Spectre is going to get a reaction attack against you. Rolls a 14 to hit, Reman.
14 to hit. No.
Okay. So that takes us to Theodor. You're up, Lars.
Oh God. Theodor. Can I cast haste on myself?
If you want.
I'm just thinking to give myself the 2 extra AC. I'm not that badly damaged. Yeah, I'll cast haste on myself, and then as a bonus action, healing word.
You can't do both, mate, because they're both level spells. Yeah, so you can cast a cantrip and a spell of a level, but both haste and healing word are.
Well, what I'll do then is I'll cast Firebolt on this Spectre here.
Yeah.
And I will twin that spell so I can hit this one as well below it.
Sure.
So I'll just roll that, and then I'll do haste afterwards for the 2 AC.
Okay, because you're stood next to them and it's a ranged attack, both attacks will be at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yeah.
Do you not want to cast haste first then?
Does it matter which way around I do it?
Well, you've just said haste will give you +2 AC.
Well,
Oh, no,
you can't.
Sorry, yeah, it's right. Ignore me. I'm thinking of attack of opportunities.
It also gives you extra. Does haste not also give you an extra action and extra movement?
It does, but you can't cast a spell as part of the extra action.
No, but you could disengage as part of that action.
You could.
And then use sorcery points, depending on which
But
which
if
magic feat you've got.
if he's using a cantrip, so in theory, because if he's using a cantrip as a bonus action,
You mean to just get back?
Look, Lars, what would Theodor be doing at this moment in time? Let's style it that way, shall we?
Shitting his pants by the sounds of it.
Yeah. The thing is, he's on a redemption arc, so normally the old Theodor would just look after himself and just get out of dodge. But screw it, I'm going to do haste and firebolt.
Okay. So haste as an action,
Yeah.
and then you're going to quicken spell firebolt.
Magic twin spell, yeah, so I can target 2.
But have you also got the quickened meta magic feat?
I don't. I've got Seeking and Twinned. So Seeking's to re-roll.
Yeah.
And then Twinned is to hit 2 targets. So I figure I might as well just go for the 2 targets.
Yeah, but they're both actions.
Oh yeah. Does it cast as 2 actions then? Does it? Even if I do Twinned.
Yeah. And haste doesn't let you cast a second spell as an action. This is the disadvantage of not playing for a while and throwing you in with a high level character, Lars. In theory, we should know this. So choose a willing creature that you can see within range until the spell ends. The target's speed is doubled. It gains a +2 AC. It has advantage on dexterity saving throws and gains an additional action on each of its turn. That action can be used to attack one weapon only. Dash, disengage. Yeah, so if you're casting haste, you do get a second action, but you can only use that action for a melee attack, a dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Yeah, so if I did attack them and then disengage to get away.
That's 3 actions. So haste is an action.
And then my
Attack.
bonus action, my extra action would be the attack.
Yeah. So anything that you do at the minute is an action. So haste is an action. Attack is an action. Disengage is an action.
I'll haste and then disengage.
Okay. So let's give you. So you're concentrating on haste. You disengage, which means you can now move freely. Your full movement without incurring opportunity attacks.
I'm just thinking where to move to. These doors are open, aren't they?
They are, mate. Yeah.
And then Theodor will move back to here. Yeah, cool. That'll do.
Okay. So Spectre furthest away from you, and you guys can now see that these spectres are all zoning in on Theodor as this one floats towards you, Lars, still. It will roll a 7 to hit you, which misses. Let's move further down the initiative order. That takes us to Barwolf. You can see, Lewis. You've heard the girlie scream. You can see these spectres flying towards, and they all appear to be zoning in on Theodor.
Can I see through these doors? I mean, I can technically through map doors, but
Yeah.
Instinctively, then I'm probably gonna have a pot shot at this spectre here with my longbow with a silvered arrow, if that's okay.
Sure.
$22.
22 is an easy hit.
Cool. 11 points of damage, and I'm going to use I'm going to use my last arcane shot to cast Bursting Arrow. So let's try and get my tape measure out. This one here, this one, and this one will take this next set of damage. Eight.
What type of damage is that?
Force.
Force. That's nice. So the one that you hit doesn't take 8?
Yeah, that one I hit takes it as well.
Wicked, even better.
So 90 points damage to the one I hit, and the other ones that I've just pointed to take 8 points of force damage.
Okay, and there's no save, it's just 8 damage?
That's it, yeah.
That's really nice.
Bonus actions, what have I got? Okay, just for a bonus action, I can't remember what I did last time. I can't remember what I imbued with magical damage. So I'm going to do Crimson Right on my sword for a 1d6 health. I can't remember.
Okay.
So I take 3 points of damage, but my sword is now magical.
Cool. Any movement? Anything else?
No, I'm happy where I am. So.
Okay. So, the spectre that's in Valkyn. And move through other creatures and objects. Okay. Sorry, Andy, I just keep moving. So it diminishes as it appears. So it seems to be damaging itself. What it's going to do is going to move through the wall to here. So here's an interesting conversation. Would that incur an opportunity attack? Because it's strictly speaking not moving 5 feet. In fact, no, I'm not going to let you have an opportunity attack because it's still within 5 feet. It's moved through the wall. And if I was to give you an opportunity attack, you'd probably be hitting the wall. So it's going to move there and attack Theodor. It's going to roll a 9 to hit you, Lars.
Negative.
Negatory. Brungrik.
Sorry, I feel like I missed something there. Like
Your
the
turn,
queue.
dude.
Sorry.
That's okay.
We're having a bit of a... How am I in front of Valkyn? Surely Valkyn's dex modifier is higher than mine.
We both rolled a 5, mate, on initiative.
You know what I did as well? I forgot I had 2 attacks.
Oh, go on then, mate. You have your second attack.
No, I forgot. So carry on. I'll remember for next round. It's
Okay.
my fuck up.
So Brungrik's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet. And can I have, I think, yes, a dex save from the uninjured spectre?
Sure. 15.
17. That's a fail.
Mhm.
So that's that plus that in radiant damage. Hang on. That's 22 points of radiant damage there, Dave.
Kills it in one. How does that die?
So as he charges forward into the fight, but clearly his little legs won't get him there all the way. He pulls his shield across ready for the fight. He's an experienced warrior. He knows what he's about. And he fires out radiant fire from his shield, incinerating the spectre.
Tidy. That
His
does take us to
little
Valkyn.
Right. Where's the sector on the other side of the wall? If I move away, it's not going to a opportunity attack, is it?
No. I'm not going to say it can.
Cool. So it's going to run towards this one in the middle.
Yeah.
And take a swipe with his magical dagger.
Sure.
Roll. It doesn't want to roll. One moment.
Brooke.
It's just not rolling. I don't know why.
What on your computer?
Yeah, on dndbeyond. I can double click and get the menu up for a flat roll, and I can single click it, and nothing happens.
Turn it off. Turn it on again.
I've
Have we
done
tried
that.
turning it off and on again?
Reload.
Oh, Lewis is eating something. That's the other thing I miss from being DM. When we play Pathfinder, I can snack.
What are you
Yeah,
snacking on?
I had my first one the other day, dude. Cream egg season,
What cream?
motherfuckers.
I love a cream egg.
But it's January.
Yeah,
We've got
they've
loads of food in at the moment because Soph's dad's house has flooded. He had a burst pipe and they're on holiday, so I went round to go and help like sort stuff out whilst they're away. And they obviously just said, whilst the electric's off, just take all the food out of the fridge and freezer. So, and they're like M&S Ocado type shoppers, so we are living like royalty at the moment.
We're doing HelloFresh and Gusto boxes at the minute. It's mint.
Yeah, they are good.
I prefer the Gusto to the HelloFresh. I had loads of problems with HelloFresh.
Did you?
Yeah.
It makes you cook stuff you would never normally cook, though, doesn't it?
Mm.
Which is
Oh
good.
yeah, but I thought they do get a bit samey. Certainly HelloFresh.
Yeah.
Can someone just roll a d20 for me, please? Because it's just not there.
There you go.
There you
Oh.
go.
I think we've all gone and done it now, haven't we? Do we just get to pick the best one?
Pick the best one.
I think, in fairness, they've all hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
It's it's +9 as well, so it's 1d4 plus 7. If somebody could roll that for me as well.
1d4 plus 7.
Oh,
Just
that's
one
okay,
of
that's
you.
good.
We all want to do it.
So 9. Yeah, that's he was on 9 hit points, Mr. Johnson. Well done. Apparently, how would you like that one to die?
Thank you. So Valkyn is, as he's stood in the corner, still screaming like a little girl. He kind of brushes the frost off him, or breaks out the frost. There's like little bits of ice kind of spring off him, and he gets
I'll
his.
make a crack joke about his
he
screaming.
He's gonna. He regains his bravery or what little he has, and just starts sprinting towards the guy on the table and launches at him, sort of Superman style with his dagger.
Nice.
Takes him out through the skull.
Is that you finished?
Yeah, might as well be. Yeah, no, I'm gonna bit of extra movement. I'm gonna move towards Reman. No, not that side, Andrew. There we go.
Did you just berate yourself with an Andrew like it? Okay, so the last
Yeah,
spectre
Yeah, like your own dad.
to move is this one hither, and they're all coming towards Theodor. That is an 8. Lars, you've got away with this so far. Takes us to the back, to the start of initiative order, round 2. Damian.
Damian's going to move in here, and then he's going to make an attack against that first spectre with the sun sword again.
That's an opportunity attack from this one, dude.
Oh, I didn't realise there was one like within 4. Oh, yeah, sugar. I'll fight this one, then that's next to me first.
Okay.
Yeah, Damian, kill the ones that are attacking Theodor first, alright?
That's a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
12 points of radiant damage plus another d8. 6. That's 18 points of radiant damage against it.
Okay, machine. How would you like that one to die?
Just gonna, as it like comes and reaches out at Theodor, I'm just gonna swipe its head off.
Okay.
And, like it just dissipates into the ethereal, and then I'm gonna go in for this other one. That's a 26 to hit.
Is this top one or bottom one?
Yeah, this the one that's like directly next to Damian.
Okay.
17 plus. That's 24 points of radiant damage to it.
And that one dies how?
He's just gonna do the same again. He's just gonna like just swipe its head off and watch it dissipate into ethereal energy. And then for the last one, I'm gonna bonus action punch it.
Okay, why not?
For a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
That's 6 points of damage.
Okay, yeah. So it would reduce that to 3. It's resistant to your acid damage. However, it's turn. What's going to happen is it's going to pass through Damian and move into this square here, giving you an opportunity attack against it as it reaches towards Theodor.
25 to hit.
Right, it's on 11 hit points.
That's 10 points of damage.
So you've rolled a 1 and
But
you've
that's
still
with-
killed it.
Without my d8, that's 4 points of damage, so it's 14 points.
God
How does
bless
that
you,
one die?
Damian.
As I kind of feel this cold energy kind of sweep through me and like leave in front of me, I'm just gonna like stick the sun sword straight through its head and twist it and pull it back as it just like explodes with radiant energy.
Sure. Check this out. I've made my own wand.
How did you make
Ah,
it?
bad boy. That, right, because we're Harry Potter mad in our house. All the kids and the
It's
wife.
years of earwax, that, isn't it, Dave?
all the kids, both kids and the wife have got one. It's what do you call it? What do you eat Chinese with? Chopstick. Chopstick with air dry clay, and then I painted it.
Nice.
So at the minute, we're Protego down the corridor, except it's turned to potato and smelly armpits.
Nice.
Yep.
Sorry.
Weirdly, just keeping on the chopsticks thing, we went out for food earlier today, and it came to dessert, and I had an apple crumble and custard, and the waitress said, "We haven't got any spoons left. Would you like a fork?" And I was like, "How am I supposed to eat custard with a fork?" And I says, "Have you got anything better? A chopstick?"
A straw.
Nice. Apple crumble and custard, mate. I'd just eat it with me face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mate. You got two spoons here, Lars.
Yeah, true.
Right, where were we? So there's only one spectre up. Mr. Miller, your turn. You've seen this one float through the wall just to the other side.
Right. Oh, where are we? Whoops. Right, so movement is right. So I am going to go through the door.
Yep.
As I go through, I'm going to sort of obviously I'll see it over my shoulder and that, and I'll turn around and I'm just going to launch a firebolt at it.
Okay. At the minute, you stood on top of Brungrik, but you know.
Oh,
Was
he
only
wasn't.
mental.
Yeah.
I think you've got movement to there, mate. Yeah.
Right. So fire.
Come on, Miller, you can do it.
Here we go. $18.
18
To
hits, and your fire damage. It is resistant to fire damage. That's
So-
more than enough to kill it. How does it die?
It's just going to like dissolve into ash and it get blown away in the draft of the building.
Okay, wicked. Now, so as that one dies, the room is still cold and dark. The programmed illusion has gone. All that's left in the middle of this table is this jug, this magical jug that's still Reman's detect magic spell is pinging as something magical. What do you want to do?
Get Lars to drink it.
Theodor's going to walk around and he's going to shake everybody's hand for saving his life, except for Valkyn's.
Brungrik's gonna
Valkyn's
say,
not getting anything.
Brungrik's gonna say, stop opening fucking doors, picking shit up before we've actually checked out what it is, and you go find your bollocks. I've heard baby goats with fucking more manually fucking screams than that.
Wait, he wasn't just molested by a fucking popsicle, was he? I was touched here and here.
It was probably better than the last time, Valky.
Can we do a check
Mm.
on the jug so we can work out what is the magic involved, or is it an identify spell?
Will I know what it is?
No is the short answer. I don't like saying no, so just give me an Arcana check. You can kind of all roll it. You've got time to cogitate this. Brungrik's rolled
Terribly.
particularly. Oh no, it was you. Oh, Reman's rolled well. 25. Right, you.
Oh man, I got a natural 20.
Wow. Okay, so two 25s. That as a party, this, with it being conjuration magic and the design, it's very simple. There's nothing ornate at all about it. It's just basically sort of a clay ewer. And with the conjuration magic, someone's gone. No, that's Johnson. You suspect that it is not a bad item. You don't suspect it's going to do you any harm. But to actually find out what it does would take the identify spell.
The identify spell, I've just got detect magic.
I can use identity. It's a 10-minute ritual.
Do it.
Well,
Okay.
while you're doing that, Dave, I was more thinking, I'm still wary about this fucking statue outside.
Sure. Well, what we'll do then is we'll have
You know, Valkyn's just randomly rolled.
Yeah, and he
Smiley
also
attack.
as in he's working. Let me just turn his camera back on. Okay, so what we'll do then? Mr. Miller, Reman's going to have to spend some time with this Ewer, the 11 minutes it takes to cast the Identify spell. So where would you do that? Where do you want to be while you're doing that?
Well, I'm quite happy. Everyone else wants to go and check out this thing. Which way are they going?
Let's just concentrate on what you're doing first, and then I'll ask.
Well,
the others what they're doing.
I was thinking if they're going off, I was just gonna say I'll stay in this room and have a look what's
Fine.
what with it. Well, but leave the doors open and I'll come and run in if I need to.
Okay, done. So what you've got 11 minutes to try and do something then, Lewis. Have you got a plan?
Well, if Valkyn was on about going around the balcony bit that's broken, I was probably going to go through the bit that we got launched a fireball at earlier. We'll do it more stealthily, and if we're both kind of stealthing towards it, if one of us gets spotted, kind of the other one's taking the attention off the other one, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. So who's going where? Exactly.
Well, Valkyn's more stealthy than me, and probably a lot more limble, so I was probably going to go through this bit here, near where Irina is.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I stealth it up here, Dave, is this 30 foot all the way around, or is it like a crumbled balcony that's kind of sloped down to?
It's a crumbled balcony. You've seen it from the edge. What I'll do, listen, just for experience, what you can open this door that's right in front of you. So the doors, if you remember, they are translucent amber. This door slides to one side quite easily as it, pushes open. We'll say. As it pushes open, you could see that this is a crumbled shelf. Nothing seems to be happening from this direction as you open the door. There's a set of double doors here that you can see. Sorry. And what else did you want to know?
I just wondered if it's a 30-foot drop all the way around this crumbled balcony, or if it kind of just slopes down. If it's kind of
no, it's a drop.
Okay.
It's crumbled and
I'll still have a stealthy approach out onto the balcony. I think.
But you could jump on from the statue from there, couldn't you, Andy?
I could try.
Roll your stealth then, dude.
Do we even need to? Watch me fucking fall flat on my face now. Well, it's not the best. 17.
Okay. You as stealthily as you can. I'm going to sort of style this as you'd stick to the walls, I would imagine. As you stealth round, nothing seems to happen. This is a double door here. The edge of this balcony, now that you're a little bit closer, is very decrepit.
Okay. What is this? Another amber door here, Dave?
Yes.
Yeah. It's still got no locking mechanism on it or anything,
This one does not have.
mechanical.
No, it seems to be similar to the other.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll stay put where I am, away from the edge now. I think.
Stick yourself where you want to be then. So, where was Barwolf going then? Like,
Oh, Barwolf's gonna. Where am I? There I am. I was gonna go down this way and try and stealth from this way on. Purely just testing the fact: is it triggered? Anything triggered from when we open the doors? You know what I mean? Or
well, you did.
That if spotted.
Okay, because you did shut the doors.
Yeah.
So let's you roll your stealth for me.
26.
Pretty stealthy.
Okay. So you open the doors without any disturbance. Nothing seems to happen. How do you wish to proceed? What's everyone else doing? Just before we go much further, are you? Yeah. What do you want to do?
I mean, potentially be staying kind of where I am in between Barwolf and Reman. Probably stood at this door.
Okay.
Not Barwolf, sorry, Valkyn and Reman, because Reman's doing identify, and then Valkyn's on the balcony, trying to look at this door.
I've got these arrow slits as here as well. Remember?
Yeah,
No,
so
I cast. Sorry, Sam, go on.
I'd probably be positioned there, so I've got a bit of an overwatch, and then, but I'm, if I need to get to Valkyn or whatever, I can.
Sure.
I think Theodor go. Yeah, probably to the same. So he these slits.
Good. Yeah. Go on then, Johnson.
Can I cast Divine Sense, Steve?
Sure. What's the range of Divine Sense?
60 feet.
And it says.
So, as an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 4 times per long rest.
Make a perception roll.
That's 20.
Okay.
Yes, lad.
With your natural 20, and it's the curious thing, as you tap into your divine ability, you sense fiend coming from where you expect the head to be inside this darkness. But it's fleeting. Almost so you think, oh, can't be. But then it happens briefly again and then goes. So I'm going to point you towards the last sentence of your ability.
You can use this feature 4 times per long rest.
Oh, sorry. Go back one. Not behind complete cover.
Yeah, this is not behind total cover.
Yeah.
So basically, some villains in that darkness. I knew it. Fucking knew it.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it magical darkness?
Yes.
Down to
Have we
be
rolled
launch
to check that?
eyeballs out of it.
Yes.
It is magical darkness.
Yeah.
Sorry, bear with me. Okay, cool. So let's assume all that information has been shared. Brungrik's going to offer to dispel the magical darkness by standing on the platform next to Valkyn, because I can do it with my one of my cleric abilities.
Could we make a plan then to theoretically, if me and Valkyn were to climb the statue, so as you dispel it, we can grab whoever's inside of it?
I'm not using dispel magic. I'm using radiance of the dawn. It will dispel this bright light. Will dispel the darkness. So
Okay.
yeah.
That word, Dave.
If it dispels magical darkness, then yeah.
What do you think, Andy? Like a pincer, we kind of sneak up, he does it, and then we go.
Yeah, man. Can I just roll a perception to see how sturdy this balcony is, if it's going to actually support us, Dave?
Sure.
What are you trying to say?
That's funny again.
As soon as Brungrik steps onto this, it is going to collapse. And you would both fall 30 feet down. In fact, if Brungrik
back,
steps...
yeah.
How much does Brungrik weigh?
Oh, bloody hell, Dave. Now you're asking me a question, aren't you?
I think D&D Beyond does it for you. As long as you've got everything equipped, D&D Beyond should do it for you.
We
What's
fat
your
shaming
range?
Personally,
Brungrik here.
nah.
We are fat shaming Brungrik.
We are, aren't we?
Sam,
How
what's your range?
unacceptable.
He's stocky. He's well equipped and stocky.
Big boned.
So
If
my
you could-
my
He's still a
backpack is coming
handsome
in
lad.
at £70. My equipment is coming in at £70. That's 140. Yeah, my weight carried is 140.
Could you not cast it through the slit in the wall?
No, I've got to be
See.
within 30 feet. And his natural weight apparently is 150. So altogether, £290 there, Dave.
Right. I've got a plan.
So I have to be within 30 feet of it.
I'll sneak up as far as I can, get his attention. Valkyn jumps up the statue, and you cast the thing and get as close as you can.
I'd have to come to you then to do that.
Yeah.
If that balcony's not going to support my weight, because I've got to get out to, it's about here.
So if you to wait like near the door where I was, and I can try and get as close as I can to try and get some attention.
Mm-hmm.
Valkyn's on the balcony where he could get to, and quickly you cast the spell. I've got his attention, haven't I?
Yeah. So remember, I'm a dwarf. I don't move very quick.
Your natural sprints, mate. You've got to move.
You're sure with the natural 20 perception roll that as soon as Brungrik steps onto this balcony, it's going to collapse.
You have to come my way, aren't you?
How high up is the head of the statue?
40 feet.
Oh yeah, no. It's a 30-foot range. I'd have to it would be a dispel magic jobby then.
You know what we're gonna have to do, don't you?
Toss the dwarf.
We're gonna have to toss you.
It's that, or I need to go on the balcony on the other side. Over there.
I still
Can
think
we toss him like a what's it called? The hammer toss, but by his beard. Like swing him round.
So much hate.
Not hate, it's just it's efficient.
It's meant in love.
Have we been up that other corridor yet? Floor
No.
looks all messed up.
No.
That's definitely a path for Rick first, because if it can't take his way, it can't take any of us. What's the plan then?
I still think toss the dwarf.
Dwarf.
You'll have to toss me.
Beard.
I cannot make it.
Something bad's obviously going to go down in here, and I'll be honest, Theodor can't be the guy again.
But
So,
then with it being
what-
40 feet up as well, he's going to have to get 10 feet up, isn't he? Whereas if he's already on the balcony, that's what I'm thinking.
What I'll do is, because you're taking some time to cogitate over this now, by which time 11 minutes has passed and Reman has cast Identify. This ewer is incredibly useful in Barovia. It's not a specific item. It's so I can't get you to add this. You'd need to sort of style this, whoever's taken it, and write a note in. Any poisonous liquid poured into the ewer is instantly transformed into an equal amount of sweet wine. Furthermore, a creature that grasps the ewer's handle can command the ewer to fill 1 gallon of wine, and it can't produce any more wine until the end of the next dawn. So, as you can imagine, as Barovians, Vistani, and most of the people that you've spoken to, their drug of choice, if you like, is wine.
Theodor's also a bit of a wine connoisseur, so he'd happily go and take this one.
Yeah, well, as it's in my
So
hand, as it's in my hand and going in my bag, you can whistle.
Look, we
Okay.
can share, boys.
So this platform's only got Valkyn on it. It can't take it can't take as well. Is Beowulf going to go down here? Actually, Theodor's going to come up here and just whisper through the door to Valkyn. I think you should pop in there first, mate, and see what happens.
Don't call him out. He'll do it.
Was it Valkyn that came in here first in the first place to smash the door in? Did you say that, or was it Brungrik?
I've not been kicking any doors in.
It was Valkyn that came on the came on the platform to see what was going off.
Okay. So yeah, Valkyn's just going to move to the north, and what are you guys thinking? Go through these doors here? Or
I mean,
is
Damian
saying
was
If you
You can
expecting
only
that.
send one person at a time, though, because that platform's not going to take enough weight.
If you could get me to that platform that looks more sturdy, I could, because obviously we can use dispel magic to try and dispel the darkness. That's one way of going. That's a big spell slot to use up. The other option I have is I can use my.
I can do dispel magic now. No, I'm not looking at that. If you want.
Yeah, because the other option is I use my Radiance of the Dawn, which will dispel it, and it's just my cleric ability rather than using a spell slot. But if you want to use just try dispel magic.
But if
Yeah.
you're dispelling magic, then plan A will kind of go ahead.
Dave.
Yep.
Now that I've moved slightly to the north, can I see anything else?
Yes, you can. You can see right across the balcony what looks like a large construct made of amber with kind of the head of a hawk type thing. And it's over here, it snaps to attention and it starts to move in that direction and then disappears from
We're
view.
not going there. We're not going there, Sam.
And then you
Yep,
can
right.
hear. And then
In this
eventually,
case-
through the arrow slits right through, you can see parts of it moving up and down this corridor now. And it seems to be now activated and patrolling this corridor up and down.
Barwolf's
Well,
going to shout to Irina, hide, and I'm going to try and stealth up to the statue and start climbing up it.
Okay, so that's a second stealth check.
16.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me, please, Lewis.
One nat.
13.
Okay.
Because I imagine it was its perception check.
Okay. As
I-
you appear through this door, one second, let's just resolve this a little bit. Which
Okay.
direction are you
Go on.
going?
It's going to be down the stairs. Well, I was thinking more down the stairs, but depending what might be easier, I might kind of lunge over the balcony if that is more beneficial.
Oh, it's 30-foot drop, mate. It's
That'll
that's
hurt your knees and your ankles.
Fuck it, we'll go down the steps then.
okay. So as Barwolf, you enter into the room and start to move down. The rest of you from this direction can see a small, and you've seen it already, there's a ball of fire shoots forwards. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, Lewis.
Oh, crikey.
17.
17 is... Okay. You take 14 points of fire damage.
Wow.
As this ball of fire erupts right next to you. Irina has fortunately moved herself out of the way. What do you want to do?
I think Barwolf's charging through the flames. He's going for that statue.
Okay, let's roll initiative at this point then. So you boys, you've seen what Barwolf had planned. You know what's happening.
Dawes mission is terrible.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you your, as it turns out, are we all on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For Barwolf, I'm going to give you your full turn then, mate. You rolled highest on initiative. So, well, let me just stick you starting your turn there. What do you want to do, Lou?
I think that. I think it's going to be a case I'm going to have to try and duck and weave and run towards the statue, aren't I? That's all I can really do at the minute. I mean, I've got 30 movement speed. I'm trying to measure where I can go with 60 feet of movement.
Okay.
Okay. So where Brungrik is here. Oh, hang on. There.
Yep.
I'm going to dash to there, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure. So what I'm going to have to do, so we're on multiple levels now. Just make sure you're in exactly the right spot. So you bottom of the stairs, 25. Okay. So we're Okay, what I'm going to do is just change your perspective ever so slightly then for Barwolf. You're now on the temple floor, and you can see a room open up with a destroyed amber door here. You can see smaller, well, there's a destroyed one there. You can see double doors underneath the balcony there. There's the statue. You can see exits left and the right underneath the balcony. The footwell that they're on, the hallway. Yeah. Is that your turn? Are you finished there?
I'll bonus action second wind.
Okay. So we're in initiative order then. So it's Damian next. Oh, I can't hear you, Jake. Sorry, mate.
Sorry, Damian knows that the balcony is a bit of a risque position.
You all know, yeah.
Because I can see Valkyn's already on it. Do I think it just won't take Brungrik's rate? Because Brungrik's probably quite a lot heavier than both me and Valkyn. I mean, like, Brungrik probably weighs as much as Valkyn and Damian put together.
Valkyn rolled a natural 20, which makes it so much easier for me. So you're aware of the fact that 250 pounds or more would collapse the balcony. just going to assume that Valkyn was less than £250. I'm pretty sure he would be.
Okay.
But not far off. I don't think two of you at £250 would get on there.
Can you? Is there any chance you can put us on the upper level again?
Yep.
So you push all of us to the lower level.
I can't do that. But I'm aware of this magical darkness around the. I'll just try and take a shot at the magical darkness. If everyone keeps saying that they reckon something's in it, just take a shot with my crossbow at it.
Okay, yeah, roll to... where are you aiming for?
The head.
Okay, yeah, roll to hit.
So 27.
Okay.
I think that hits something, but we're not sure what that something is, Jake.
11 points of damage.
What was the actual roll? It was 18. You... Yeah, you hear stone chip, and the bolt crumbles with a few pieces of stone.
I think Damian would say, I thought to Valkyn, he'd be like, I thought you said there was a potential fiend in there. And then probably leave it at that.
Okay. So Reman then.
Well, I'm looking at this. We've got this theory behind the head of the statue, so I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the top when I find it. Level. All right, Dispel Magic.
Okay. That will instantly dispel the magical darkness. So if you let me just, doesn't matter who. So what you guys can see is a hooded figure. You guessed it, you could see the back of it, and in its eye slots, which are you know, only a foot wide, you can see. In fact, it would just be Barwolf and Brungrik that can see these eyes. There appears to be a space behind. So you suspect that Damian's hit just the side of the cowl. But there seems to be a space inside this statue's head.
So we can only hear it from the front.
Hit it from the front. Hit it from the back.
So that's Reman's action.
I'm just going to stay where I am for the time being.
Okay, Sam. Brungrik's turn.
Well, if it's got to be shot from the front, can we see anything inside the eyes?
We see some eyes inside the eyes.
Yeah,
Or
you
is
can
it
see. Does your vision extend that far?
I have dark vision of 60 feet. That's
Yeah.
50 away.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see movement behind the eyes.
Okay. So he's going to run down to the last arrow slot, which should give him his angle. And I'm gonna ask for a. Oh, hang on. I think. Reflex save, please, Dave. Dex save, please, Dave.
Okay.
for Sacred Flame.
Okay. Somewhat surprisingly, rolls. Oh,
So that's a fail.
yeah.
So it's 2d8 plus another d8 worth of radiant damage. Which I feel like I've just rolled really poor. I have, yeah. 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Bordering on minimal amount of damage there.
Okay. So you can now hear from inside a voice, and it sounds it's male, and it sounds sort of on the borderline, sort of high pitched, and it will say, "Oh, stop! I mean you no harm. I mean you no harm."
My friend would disagree with you there. He looks a little singed.
Yeah. Theodor would say the same. Why are you casting fireballs at us if you mean no harm?
So this thing says, "Oh, well, have you been in Barovia? Have you met this place? Please stop! I'll come out. I'll come out."
Slowly.
Okay, agreed. Just don't crowd me. And whatever it is, this voice sounds nervous.
Brungrik could obviously make everyone aware that he's coming out.
Okay.
I was going to
so-
think about Brungrik, but I never knew.
Oh,
Finally.
So I'm going to take us out of initiative order. What you'll see is, so you can sort of arrange yourself as you like now. But what you'd see is from the back, almost like the underwear that cowboys wear, where they've got that flap at the back. So you see this flap at the back of the statue up here.
You're talking about assless chaps, Dave?
Yeah.
he's about long johns with the button up
Sure,
back.
why not? It's at the bottom of the robes. This trapdoor swings down, and out steps. He's a human, but he's very small. You could almost confuse him as being a gnome. And he steps out now with his sort of hands raised in this gesture of supplication. And he'll say, "Oh, please, my name's Heinrich. I mean you no harm. I was just here for research. That's all I'm here for."
Barwolf will kind of walk up to him and go, "Me no harm," and he'll literally just punch him flat in the stomach and go, "Look at my best jacket."
Okay. What's your intention
When
with
did
this?
Barwolf
Just to basically,
French?
you've singed me, you prick, and he's just punched him in the stomach to say, "Don't do it again."
Okay. Is this an attack to hit with damage rolls, or is this just don't do it again?
It's just more of a "don't do it again, prick," because you've launched fireballs at us. You hit me. It singed
Okay.
me.
Okay.
I don't
So
like it.
yeah, yeah, it's a solid hit. And he's bent double over. I'm so okay. Forgive me for asking, but please tell me that's out of your system now.
Barwolf will kind of put his hand out and go, "Now we can be friends," and puts his hand out to shake his hand.
Yeah, he'll begrudgingly hold his hand out. I'm Heinrich Stoltz. I've been trapped in Barovia for some time.
He'll kind of say, "Me too, friend," and he'll kind of like turn around towards the group and he'll say, "These are good folk. You can trust them. Just keep your eye on the one with the hood."
Which one?
Exactly.
There's a few,
Oh.
isn't there?
Okay, he'll say, and he'll sort of turn around and he'll jump and say, goodness me, where did he come from? This guy's very nervous.
Mr. Johnson.
Theodor would cast mending on Beowulf's jacket that got slightly singed. He doesn't like to
Nice.
see a man looking dishevelled.
He'll kind of go like that. But they'll also say, friends, do we not need to worry about this amber monstrosity that's walking the corridors around the other side?
Yeah, probably we do, don't we?
And he'll kind of turn around to Heinrich and go, what do you know of this?
Well, it's funny you should ask. I've been in a few places in the temple. I was sort of drawn here as part of my research. I was looking for this place. I didn't realise it was in Barovia, but the temple guardians do travel backwards and forwards. There are other denizens that I've identified as well, and not long ago there were 3 mud-covered, bedraggled creatures to the east as well. I've identified some Nothics. I've identified lots in this chamber. I've also identified some secret doors, which I've yet to build the courage to enter.
Barwolf will kind of chuckle and put his hand on his shoulder and go, it's a good job we're here then to help you, isn't it?
He'll also say, I have to plunder the depths of this temple. I haven't discovered the secret to open the main amber doors. I suspect they lead to other treasures inside. But I believe they need a keyword.
Well, we do like treasure, small man, so come with us.
Oh, yes. I'd rather not get involved with the actual fighting. It's just purely defensive. That I'm not much of a fighter.
Would
Kind of snarl at him in almost this kind of wolf-like.
Yeah.
You are.
Could Theodor use Could Theodor try and intimidate him into being like, you will fight, and he'd say, considering you've just singed my friend's best coat, I'd suggest you do help us.
So because you both, as you're talking to him now, you can both roll intimidate. And I'm going to roll insight for him.
19 for me.
Okay.
21.
So he will say, "Oh, no, I understand your meaning. Yeah, I'll do what I can, but I've almost exhausted all of my powers, which."
Yeah, we kind of don't want him to die, so we don't want. I don't want him running in with a club trying to like be a hero.
Barwolf will kind of say to him, "You do not need to throw spells, little one, but an extra set of eyes will never hurt."
Oh, that I can do. And you can see he's got these sort of wire-rimmed glasses on. He does appear pretty sharp, and he'll say, "Yeah, okay, I can do that. I can also tell you everything that I've discovered. Back here, for example," he'll say, there is. If you look closely, there's a seam, and on the amber wall, when he's pointed it out to you, you can see what looks like a seal of a door. But he'll say, "I've yet to discover how to open it." So just for the sake of completeness, everything that Heinrich will point to, I'm just going to take you to the other map very briefly. And I'm going to build some of it in. So let me take Barwolf's token. In fact, he will, now that you've got a minute, I'm going to reveal the spiral staircase inside the statue, so you notice there. He's pointed to a secret door here. He will tell you that I've had pieces of wood thrown at me through here from this room, but I don't know where it is. There are amber doors that I really would like to get into along this corridor. There are Nothics. Nothics are creatures that you would have heard of. They're dead wizards, basically, with one large central eye. not particularly dangerous, but he's identified those to the north there. These creatures covered in mud, and that now that he's mentioned it, he will say that they arrived flying on broomsticks, would you believe? And they went down this corridor to the south there. All along here are other doors. He will say to you that he has been inside some of these. There's the strangest thing inside here. There's some kind of construct, large construct. I don't know what it was. What else will he tell you?
On the description alone, Dave, would I be able to look through my Van Richten's guide to see if I can figure out what the mud-covered creatures are that are flying in on brooms? Like, just as like almost like I'm going to sit down on the step and like literally just like page for page, like flick through to see if I can see a picture of something that might be drawn in that looks like it.
Let's find out. So that would be a... What do you want to roll for that? Let's go for an...
Investigation?
Let's go for an investigation.
It's 12.
So as you sort of ask him a few questions as you're flicking through as well, they don't sound like hags. They sound more like what you would think of as sort of a... There's nothing specific in the book, but you've heard tell, with your Vistani background as well, you've heard tell of people that have made pacts in Barovia, hills people that have certain spell-like abilities, and the nearest thing that you could think of is they are human, but they are... You'd think of them as being a witch. But certainly not hag, before you all start swearing at me.
And
Not again.
perception-wise, we can definitely trust this little gnome-like human.
You can have an insight check if you wish.
Can we all roll insight on
great.
it?
You can all roll insight.
Well, Theodor's got 0 insight, so...
So
Me
27.
neither.
19.
Okay.
Valkyn and Theodor are basically blind during that.
So all of you are taken in. This guy, he's frightened. He's on board with what you're saying. He doesn't want to get involved with anything nasty, with the exception of Brungrik. Something about this story doesn't make sense, and what I'm going to style into this is all of a sudden Brungrik's thinking, wait a minute, Valkyn said fiend. Oh, mate, I'm putting that on TikTok.
Perfectly timed.
What do you want to do? So what I'm going to do is you're all in a bit of a huddle on this second tier. So let's put all of your tokens around there. Let me grab... Well, my lad. Balls.
Yeah, Miller, look at your cat.
I know.
That's daring, isn't it?
Oh, she thinks she's Indiana Jones.
So we'll put Barwolf here. So, so Theodor, Barwolf, you were sort of intimidating him. You can all stand where you want, just in case. And Brungrik, as yeah, okay. So what everyone else is taking in, what Brungrik can see is everyone's going along with this. They're treating him as sort of an old friend, or at least they're treating Heinrich as not a threat when you start to twig.
Am I still up on the balcony, Dave? Out of sight.
It's up to you, mate. But for me, this sounded like you were all coming down. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm still on the balcony, mate, and I'm still out of sight. Heinrich's not seen me as yet. For my original stealth roll, if that's okay.
No, mate. Unfortunately not, because someone pointed you out to him.
Yeah.
Who pointed me out?
Technically, I said our hooded friend. Could have been any of the three.
It could have been. It could have been. Fine. I'll just stand it behind him in an intimidating way, contrary to my high-pitched screams.
Well, he wouldn't be having you stood behind him. He'd be sort of edging around.
Okay. I'm just fixing like a shadow.
So the rest of you are sort of looking around, thinking. Damian's reading through his book. It's kind of a question for you then, Sam. You're aware everyone's chatting, everyone's engaged, everyone's looking at each other, but Brungrik now is sensing that something's seriously wrong. And just for your information, I rolled 27 for deception.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. So we literally.
Devious bugger.
That's a high. Yeah, because I'm
actually,
a +9.
You know, when I rolled my nat 20 for perception, am I rolling? Obviously, I identified it as a fiend. Am I identifying it as a fiend to myself, or am I identifying it as a fiend to the whole group?
Yourself. And that's now passed. That's gone.
I assumed you told the whole group, Andy.
He did, but it's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
Brungrik that's remembered it.
Yeah. So Brungrik will turn to Heinrich and say, "That's a mighty tall tale for one in here alone. Almost suggestive that you're bullshitting us.
A tall tale for a small
Because-
man.
Last thing I heard was you were a fiend and not what you appeared to be."
Okay, let's roll initiative.
Boom.
There we go. Theodor's right up front again.
it's-
Oh, thank God, it's actually
I've
a good
lost control of
initiative
my
roll.
token again, Dave.
Say again, sorry, Lou.
I've lost control of my token again.
Oh, it was a different layer.
I've lost control.
I lost control. Where is it? Ownership. There it is. There you go, dude. Got you.
Thank you.
Lars, you've got to stop being at the front of the party as the sorcerer.
It's because I just thought I was going to be. I've got a +9 on intimidation. I thought I'd be the big man and go down there and be like, "Oi, mate!"
Intimidate from afar.
Well, I was also right next to him because I was fixing up Beowulf's jacket, wasn't I?
Also, the assassin in the group rolled a natural 1 and then a natural 2. You actually rolled it twice, Johnson. So.
Two nat 20s and then two 1. Okay.
So what you'd all see, or what as Brungrik labels this at Heinrich, what you'd all see now is you spin towards Heinrich, and his whole visage changes, and he goes, fuck it, and he sort of changes form. Does he change form? Yeah, why not? So what's so he's. I'm still going to stick him next to you. What you can see now is kind of a jackal-headed creature. This is.
Valkyn's girly scream returns.
He did take some. He took the 4 damage. So let me just give him the 4
Radiant damage, Dave. Just in
I heard
case, you know.
Yeah. Oh no! What was his initiative? I did roll it. He was on 11.
11.
Okay.
Less than
Yeah.
me.
Oh, I rolled 11 again. So as he changes form, he also starts casting a spell. Theodor, you're first to react to this.
I will cast inflict wounds.
Sure. Roll to
I'm
hit.
stood right next to him, aren't I?
Yeah.
25.
25 hits.
$21 damage.
7d10. Okay.
It's quite a good spell. It's 5th level, so I can only cast it once.
I don't
Yeah.
expect more than 21 from 7d10 though.
I could.
Okay, so as you reach forward, because it's necrotic damage, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. What does it look like as you reach forward with this necrotic energy?
I'm gonna put it a little bit like you know when Harry's grabbing Quirrell's face and he's just turned into ash.
Yeah.
A bit
But
like
it's
that.
tonight.
Seems to
Like
be,
it.
doesn't
Any other movements, bonus actions?
I was just deciding whether I should cast a heal on myself or not. I
Well,
think
you've cast a level spell, so you can't cast another level spell as a bonus action.
Oh yeah, and I've not got a cantrip over there, so yeah. No, nothing else.
Move.
But then he'll get an opportunity attack on me, won't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I figure you guys are going to get a go before I go, so might be better just staying where I am.
Okay, Damian's turn.
Damian's gonna step in here,
Mm-hmm.
and as he does that, he's gonna grab hold of the hilt of the sudden sword, and then as he grasps it, the blade's gonna fire out of it, and then he's gonna make some attacks with the sun sword.
Okay.
That's a 16 to hit.
16 misses.
Oh Jesus! Gonna go for another one. Oh, that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah. 30 hits, yes, Jake.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna also add one of my superiority dice to this as well. So that's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
12 points of damage. And he doesn't take an additional D8, does he? Because he's not undead.
It's not undead.
But I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
For a 15 to hit, so that's gonna be a miss, isn't it?
Yep.
And that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 14 with another superiority dice on top of it. That's 17 points of radiant damage.
Okay, yeah, no, he's not looking happy with this as the sun sword passes through him twice, and he starts hissing at you now. And he starts.
Oh, can I bonus action punch him as well, please?
Well, bonus action to for the sun sword.
Bonus action. Oh, is it a bonus action to activate it?
Yeah.
Oh, shucks. I thought it would just count as unsheathing it.
No.
Bonus action
Oh, man.
cock shot.
Yeah, bonus action cock drop. That's fine then.
Bonus action unzip.
Okay, Barwolf.
I'm going to step back here.
Yep.
I'm going to sheathe 2 Bloodseeker arrows into my bow.
Mhm.
I'm going to use my sharpshooter feat. I'm going to have 2 shots at him, please, with a -5 off the roll.
Sure.
But I do get advantage on the roll because of the Bloodseeker arrows.
Okay.
So there's my first one.
Hold up. So it's a normal roll.
No, so it's 28 because I use a Bloodseeker arrow, but I take 5 off that to hit.
Okay, so 23 hits.
Cool. So that's 12 plus the 10 for the sharpshooter. That's 22 points of damage for my first shot.
Okay, yeah.
And then my second one. Oh yeah, that's gonna miss at a 40.
Yeah. Yeah, that misses, yeah.
22 will do. Any bonus actions that I can do? Bonus action. Blood Curse of the Muddled Mind, please.
Sure.
So basically, you get disadvantage on Constitution saving throws for all of your next turns going forward.
Okay, no save against that.
It doesn't say so. Let me just double check. No, you just have disadvantage on all of your Constitution saving throws until the end of the next turn. That's it. Could have amplified it.
Okay. What? Onto this creature's go then. What you'd see is it casting its spell. It seems to change its mind, and it sort of brings its hands together, and as it draws them together, space opens up beneath it, and it falls into the space and disappears.
Wow.
Did we see anything?
Perception check.
And no opportunity attack as it runs away.
Would the ones of us that
18.
are right next to it get perception as well, just because we're stood right next to it?
Yeah, you can all roll perception.
Dave, did I notice, obviously, because you literally, as you were talking, that he changed his mind from casting a spell and that, and then all of a sudden the floor opens up. Did I notice anything that I could cast counter spell or anything like that prior to him disappearing?
Yeah, you can counter spell whenever you want. It's a reaction.
Okay, yeah. Can I do that then to stop him doing one?
You can. As you step forward, and how do you cast your counter spell? Because it's a reaction. It's something quick.
You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting
What does
a
it
spell.
look like though, dude?
Oh, when I'm doing it, it's just a big clap of the hands.
Okay.
And whatever's doing it, it just stops.
Okay, so as he's bringing his hands together, he's casting Dimension Door. You've heard of this spell. As you attempt to stop it, he just goes, and he counterspells your counterspell.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I will mark him off for casting it though. So unfortunately you that's your spell that you've cast as well.
Yeah,
Your
that's
reaction.
cool. Yeah.
With your perception, so Barwolf and Brungrik, you see him. Okay. As underneath him appears to be black marble. He has gone somewhere else in the Amber Temple, but you're not entirely sure where. You would be aware. Reman can tell you that Dimension Door is 300 feet.
What level is Dimension Door, Dave?
It's a 4th level spell.
Do you know, because I had my arm on him earlier, my hand on him and stuff, would I know his scent?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, but you haven't put anything on it. There's no tracking abilities on him, is there?
No. It was just more, if we get near him, I go, yeah, he's around here. Do you know what I mean? That
Okay.
kind of thing.
So you get advantage on perception checks for sense.
Yeah, hearing and
Man
scent.
hearing.
Okay. What I would like. Yeah, who would this be? This would be. Whose character would potentially have knowledge of extraplanar creatures from other planes of existence?
What am I?
See, Reman's the
Van's
obvious
anyone.
one for me.
Yeah,
Van
that's-
Richten's God.
but not a thingy
Va-
hunter.
Yeah, Van Richten's covers more specifically, the mists of Ravenloft.
See,
Drow
I want
would be the other
to
one.
argue Brungrik on age, but it would only be like a red knowledge rather than an experience, if that makes sense.
Okay. Well, if you want,
A very loose argument.
well, you can have an Arcana with disadvantage. Johnson and Miller, you can have a flat Arcana roll, and I'll tell you the DC is going to be 19.
Can I give myself some guidance?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother rolling the.
Yeah. No, you're not
No
sure what
dice.
this is. You're not sure what this is. As it changed form into this sort of jackal-headed thing, it appeared to be fluent and well versed in arcane magic. Other than that, you're not sure what it. I am going to take us out of initiative, though.
Thing is, 300 meters is such a massive space in here. It could
It's
be the
300 feet.
upper floor. 300 feet, sorry. It could be the upper floor, the lower floor, or any of these rooms, really, couldn't it?
Yeah,
it's got to be somewhere that he's been, though, hasn't it?
think so. I believe that's how Dimension Door works. You have to have been to. Or was that teleport?
No, you. I can read it. I can give it you verbatim, I suppose. Teleport yourself from your current location to any spot within range. You arrive exactly in the spot desired. It can take you to a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet in a straight direction, or blah, 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 blah. Actually, the range is 500 feet.
Yeah.
So did you say he had to have openly said which way he was going?
No, he needs to be able to recognise where it is he wants to go.
Right.
Yeah, to visualize it, and just to you have a quick look around. He did do you a bit of a favor. He's told you that there's a secret door there, which I'll put on the map in a second. He's told you that there's adversaries to the north, over to the west, and to the south, over to the east.
Here.
And the things throwing things at him. And he's also told you that he wanted to get inside these amber doors that are locked. He suspected that there was arcane knowledge inside. Or words to that effect. But you have a quick scan around everywhere that you've been that isn't going to disturb or provoke any attack from anyone, and you cannot spot him. You cannot see him. Barwolf, you can roll perception with your advantage if you like, mate. But let's.
Don't know if it'll tell us much, will it? Not a 25.
25 is a really good roll, but where you go, you cannot see him.
Did he say what was behind this secret door? He didn't, did he? He just said there was
No,
theme.
he said to you he was unable to get through it.
We
But
should
he could
really-
have been chatting bullshit to us. He's bullshit about a lot, and he's probably spent some time in this temple. So, he could be anywhere within. We'll just have to continue to search the sanctums and see if we can find him.
Can Theodor do a perception check at this seam on the wall to see if there's any obvious buttons to press or bricks to tap, like he's headed into Diagon Alley? Just going to keep these references.
Nice. So, how would you be checking that? You're just going to be looking.
I could always maybe a perception check initially and then detect magic.
I
it's
meant more
a-
sort of physically, because if it were Diagon Alley, you.
Yeah, just maybe rubbing his hands over the walls and
Okay.
feeling for anything, and then maybe a little bit more magical after that.
Okay, so roll your perception to start off with. You can also already make out the seam of the door. With a 16, nothing else becomes evident. 16, however, is enough for me to say to you that you don't suspect that it's magical.
Okay.
You just suspect there's sort of either a trick to it, a knack to it. But there is, I don't think any of you got it. There is a specific second level spell called Knock, which is bizarrely the opposite of Arcane Lock. Knock opens. Knock is Alohomora.
Ah.
Is there a night?
Yeah, nice. Could I maybe use Mage Hand to knock on the door, on the wall?
Yeah, you can do.
Sweet, I'll cast that then.
Yeah, sure. Anything specifically that you're knocking for? Or,
Just going to knock around to see if you can feel any like stones or bricks, or whatever, that might move, or any like hollow spots.
Okay, as luck would have it, Lars, as you knock for the third time, it opens, revealing a staircase up.
I'll be honest, I was a little bit worried when you said it opens. I thought, oh god, Theodor's at the front again.
Theodor's going for the tank.
So Theodor turned back to the group and let them know what he's discovered, and suggest maybe somebody else would go and explore before he does.
It appears to be a dead end at the other end of the stairs, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Damian might go and have a look at Bilar, but if you manage to open it the first time with a knock, might be able to replicate it again.
There's nothing in there.
Sorry, dude. As you approach, it opens automatically.
What end of the corridor?
At the end of the corridor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change your map yet again, because we're at the top. Yeah.
I feel like we need to just slow down, because we are all over the place. We're leaving rooms behind. We're leaving threats behind. We're just everywhere at the minute. I'm struggling to keep track.
Okay, but right. What I'm going to do, let me give you the overview. Show this as player. So this would reveal to you. Right, I'm going to give you the upper map again. So you've walked up this stairs, that swung open, and that chamber has opened up in front of Damian. The rest of you can just be behind him if you wish. Let me find the entry, and then I shall do honors. I think it is X30. It is X30. This stone library has 20-foot high walls and 30-foot high vaulted ceilings. Covering the ceiling is a fresco that depicts angels being set ablaze in a hell. A black marble railing encloses a gold marble staircase that spirals gently down a 30-foot wide, 30-foot deep shaft to the north. Against the grey walls stand 6 10-foot black marble bookcases. On their shelves are hundreds of well-preserved tomes. Embroidered rugs, chairs, and lit candelabras fill the southern half of the room. This is a well-decorated, plush, well-used library.
And I guess this is going to be abnormal to us because, in the respect that the rest of it looks like a shithole.
Yep,
but as we've walked in.
Absolutely. So just to so you've got comfortable seats, nice rugs. It's still black marble floor. This spiral staircase, grand spiral staircase, sweeps downstairs. These are all books on shelves, and they're huge. 10 feet tall, stacked on top. Of note, there's no ladder. There's no way of getting to the highest shell. It's warm. It's inviting. It looks plush and comfortable.
Theodor go and sit on one of these chairs whilst he waits for the group to decide what they want to do.
Why not?
I guess Damian would just kind of like look at the shelves of books, like see if there's anything.
Yeah, I was
that's...
thinking the same thing.
Yeah, and Reman's going to have a good old rummage, see if there's anything of interest.
Sure. As you take books down, there's basically an encyclopedia to pretty much cover anything grisly and gross and malignant and evil in this library. Every now and again, you'll pull a tome down and it's completely blank. These Reman would be more interested in than the others. You heavily suspect that these are spell books. But you would also suspect that this is the library of a wizard. The reason that there aren't any ladders is the simple use of Mage Hand. You would use Mage Hand to get the book that you want, to get the spell book you want. And most of the spell books in here would have a key phrase, a code word, that would let you read them.
Are any of the books that are on the higher shelves worth Theodor casting Mage Hand to pick up and bring down?
You can do. As you look through, like I say, you find spell books and other lots of well-preserved books. None specifically. They're all valuable. They're all worth looking at, but nothing obvious. I'll even go so far as to say you can take 11 minutes for Reman to cast his detect magic spell. Nothing pings in the room in terms of magic, but you know these are magic spell books, or the ones that are blank magic.
No idea of stealth recce downstairs, please.
Yeah, sure. Right. So
We're by chance going back downstairs.
you will be. Yeah, let me just.
Brungrik's going to lose his head. He can't keep up.
It's not Brungrik, it's me. I'm just like, we're leaving so many rooms behind, but we're having a really bad time of it at the minute. I think we just need to slow down a little bit.
I think, though, that these rooms kind of link up to each other, don't they?
I know,
I think a lot of them are like
rooms behind as well.
Okay, what I'll give you. Hold on, bear with me 1 second.
Valkyn's breaking the fourth wall and senses Sam's anxiety, and it's just like,
So I'm going to take you downstairs.
Can I take some of those spell books to peruse at a later time, Dave?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. In theory, you can take as many as you want. They're big bulks, so easily take a couple. All I'm going to do, I'm going to push your map to downstairs just for Valkyn. So you stealth down to the bottom of the stairs here. On this floor, you can see something rather curious for a number of reasons, if you bear with me while I find the entry.
Jake, it really looks like you're staring into my eyes right now.
I am. There's one issue with it though, Lars.
Yeah, my stupid camera's not on. So annoying.
It's not reciprocal, Lars.
I think it's like draining the battery really fast because it's on the camera and it's obviously streaming at the same time.
Yeah. Right, so downstairs, the golden marble staircase with black marble railing hugs the north wall as it spirals gently up to a 30-foot wide shaft. Second use of the word shaft, and no one's laptop.
Shaft, yeah. No, I heard the first one.
Did you? Yeah. Lying in the middle of the room are 6 6 rotten wooden crates. The amber-covered walls are sculpted to look like tentacles that entwine around the marble bas-reliefs of kings, queens, pharaohs, and sultans, attended by myriad slaves. The west, south, and east wall contain alcoves, and standing in each alcove is a tall, rough block of amber. 2 wide cracks have opened to the south, spilling rubble and shattered pieces of amber into the floor in the southeast corner of the room. So, let me add a little bit to this. Through these cracks, you can see another of these constructs that you saw above. This one doesn't appear to be moving at all. These crates do not look as if they belong in this room. This, similarly to the room above, although it's sparse, is richly appointed and well decorated, with the exception of this crumbled bit here. It looks like something catastrophic has happened external. Perhaps the mountain has, there's been a little bit of, Mark could be able to tell me the term. There's a plate shift or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
Which has damaged the actual wall. But these amber, as soon as you look at them, the word sarcophagus leaps straight into Valkyn's mind. And what I want you to think of is the Eye of Sauron. In the middle of the sarcophagus is this black slither that looks like Sauron's eye. And as you venture down the stairs, they all disappear and then reappear, looking at Valkyn. And then they'll disappear and reappear somewhere else, as if there's something inside looking.
Can I just say, I love the roll of the R on when you pronounce Sauron there, Dave. Correct pronunciation. I'll just say that.
Been practicing, mate. I've been reading me Lord of the Rings books, but
I need to read Lord of the Rings.
Not read it.
I've read the first one, but I've not read any further than that. It's the Tom Bombadil bit that put me off.
Wait till you get to the Council of Elrond.
So what's Valkyn doing?
Valkyn's running off and reporting back.
Okie dokie, let's take you back.
Tackling this shit by himself.
Okay, so you're back upstairs.
Yeah.
Valkyn's told you what's to do.
We go down and have a look at it then.
Is there anything in this library that suggests of like a journal or anything, Dave? Or
The short answer to that is no. It looks like a restful space, and with Heinrich, as we'll call him, telling you that he wasn't able to find his way in there, you feel pretty safe, and you can take your time to have a look around. No, there's nothing journal-ish.
okay, there's no more seams or anything to suggest another secret door.
You can roll perception.
26.
Yeah, there is, as it happens.
Hey.
In the west wall, there's exactly the same again. This one looks as if it just slides open.
Just so you know as well, next time the word shaft is mentioned, Theodor's casting Mage Hand just in case.
Can I open the secret door, Dave?
Yeah, it's...
Can I test it for traps?
With your 26, you're pretty sure that there's no traps. It slides open quite easily. Let me just change. And you're pretty sure it's sort of like a little closet, but you spot a second secret door on this wall here.
Can I do another perception check to listen to make sure I'm not about to fucking screw myself over?
Sure.
Would you like me to listen as well?
21.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you can all wander over.
Yeah, Theodor's interested. As soon as he sees a pretend door, he's in.
Yeah. You get what did Barwolf roll? 20. Okay, well I'm gonna sort of style this from Barwolf's perspective, even though Brungrik rolled higher. You can smell beyond, and it smells nice. It smells of incense and candlelight, and it's a pleasant aroma.
Shall I just slide this one open?
Just give it a little rub, Sam.
Someone's
Okay.
cooking. Give your meat a good old rub.
Okay,
Yeah, boy.
right, go for
Have
it.
you got that as a sound cue?
No, but I can find it for you if you like.
Do it.
So, this 15-foot high room contains the trappings of royalty. Ornate furniture, exquisite rugs and tapestries decorate statuary. Everywhere you look are lit candelabras atop small tables. The beauty of the decor is undone by thick dust and cobwebs. Standing in the centre of the room is a decrepit skeleton clad in tattered robes. Red pinpoints of light burn in the skeleton's eye sockets as it turns towards you and says,
Roll initiative.
Do I know you?
I knew you'd come.
Ever so sorry for disturbing you.
Slip the door shut.
I am Brother Brungrik of the Church of Pelor. We seem to have stumbled upon your little room here whilst searching this place that we know as the Amber Temple for information to help us defeat Strahd.
Okay, so you've, as you've noticed, you've opened the door next to the desk,
Yeah.
and he'll say, "Do come in, dear boy. Do come in, dear boy. I'm not.
Don't
Hello.
mind if I move the desk. It's kind of up, in it.
Please feel free. Is that? Can I hear? Send your friends in." And he turns back and wanders over to the desk here. He turns away from you. What's everyone else doing?
Theodor just walk up behind Brungrik and tap him on the back and be like, "After you, mate."
So he would push the desk out of the way, sort of to the side, to create the space gently, because he's uncomfortable speaking to the undead, what appears to be the undead, because normally he kills them. But he's going to try diplomacy with this one.
Sure. So as
me a good old rub.
Thank you, Lewis. Well done, Lewis. So as you step in, this figure turns. He's turned away from you. He turns back towards you, and he'll say, "Oh, visitors! How nice. Do I know you?"
That depends. What was your name, sir?
That's a very good question. I wonder if there are any clues. And he turns away from you and starts looking around. You can see on the table, there's sort of general bric-a-brac. It's the most richly appointed room you've ever seen in your life. It's just not been looked after. On the desk here is a large tome, which again appears to be a spellbook. As he turns towards the desk looking for clues to his name, he'll sort of turn back towards you and he'll say, "Oh, visitors. How nice. Forgive me.
Shit, he's got fucking dementia.
Do I know you?"
Oh.
Can Theodor use persuasion and say to him, "Oh, we're friends. We've come to help you in your studies."
Sure.
Let me roll. Oh God.
Okay. 14. So to this, he'll say, "Oh, that's wonderful, dear boy. I do enjoy imparting knowledge as much knowledge as and he sort of turns away as if he's looking for something. Turns back towards you. "Oh, greetings, gentlemen. So many visitors. Sorry, do I know you?"
I feel like I'm at work. So what's wrong with you? Theodor
got
was asking what he's doing. What is he doing in here? Would he be able to answer that?
Yeah, he'll say, "Oh, I'm here to impart." Oh no, what was I here for? Knowledge. I think it was. Sorry, dear boy. Memory isn't what it used to be.
Are there any
That's what I meant to
sigils
say.
or anything?
As you look around, this is very non-threatening, so you sort of start to feel a little bit less threatened. And as you look around on the desk, the book that appears to be a spell book is entitled "The Incants of Exathanta."
So I'd say to him, does Exathanta? Sound familiar to you?
Exathanta.
Thanta.
He'll say, "Yes, I'm. Ooh. Sorry, do I know you?"
Yeah, brother Brungrik. We've known each other a while. Do you mind if I have a look in this book just to see if there's anything useful in there?
"Oh, please, dear boy, do.
Thank
Oh, no, and then he sort of thinks, roll persuasion.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that went better than I expected. 17.
Okay.
Surely it's
I'm
easy
gonna
to persuade someone with dementia.
Yeah, the problem is I've only got a +1 to persuasion.
Yeah.
I have to
To be
remember
fair, I
I'm not.
didn't do much better. Mine's +9.
I have to remember I'm not playing my sorcerer.
Yeah, Dave, I've put this one here for you.
We should have done that on the Spectres when I was getting absolutely battered.
Yeah. Or
yeah, he'll say, "Oh yes, please do, my dear boy." It's gobbledygook for you, but you're aware of the fact that these are arcane spells.
But there's nothing else. There's no other writings. It's literally just a book of arcane spells.
Correct.
Dave, that was a very long, drawn-out correct.
Thank you.
Can I cast Divine Sense again, please, Dave?
Sure, undead. Clearly,
Can somebody else
undead.
have a look at this? Can someone else have a look at this spell book for me?
Yeah, I want to have a look at it.
Okay, we're at 26 minutes past 10. So Jake wanted to finish in 4 minutes' time. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. You suspect Damian would very easily have worked out that this guy in his true form, when he's possibly, and I'm going to use this word heavily, restored to a greater degree, is a lich. However, he does seem to have degraded into a lesser mental state, dementia type Alzheimer's, where his true nature is unguarded. His whole deal is imparting knowledge. He's going to be non-threatening to you. If only you could restore his memories, then he would possibly be of use to you. In terms, and now we know who he is, you're pretty sure he's Exathanta. So I'm just going to change his name on there to Exathanta. In terms of the spells, you can read through Mr. Miller. And as a quick look through, as soon as I find stat block. Okay. You can read so Dimension Door Blight, Cloud Kill Scrying, he's got Disintegrate in there, he's got 7th level spell Finger of Death and Plane Shift, 8th level spell Dominate Monster and Power Word Stun, and 9th level spell Power Word Kill.
Wow.
Shit.
That is a spell book you save for later.
Patronum.
This is his spell.
No. Power word kill is Avada Kedavra.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Perfectly timed. Cool. So he's got the killing curse basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but his whole
Disintegrate.
deal is to impart knowledge.
Would Reman have told anybody about the fact that they reckon that he knows he's a lich?
Yeah, well, you worked it out. You'd know.
I mean,
What sort of check would you have to roll to be able to understand how he would restore his mind?
It's a greater restoration spell.
Oh, okay. Which we don't have.
I mean, from Damian's perspective, Damian would see that at the moment, whilst he's not got his memories, he's not harmful. However, if he gets his memories back, he's a massive risk. He's a lich.
I do have greater restoration, by the way.
Do you?
At level 5. I'd need to spend some of my sorcery points though, so that I can get my level 5 spell back to be able to use it. It'll take me 7 of my 9 sorcery points to get the spell slot back, so I can actually cast it.
We kill him. Whilst he's in this weakened state.
I've got the perfect thing for this.
Do it.
Yeah, but if his whole point is to share knowledge, I mean, who knows what we could find out? Jake.
He's a lich. He's a lich.
But knowledge.
Knowledge. So do we kill him? Don't we kill him? Do I spend my sorcery points? Do I save him?
So as
what we know of
Absolutely
liches
risky for a
is
biscuit.
liches literally will do whatever they can to survive death so that they can continue to develop their power.
As Reman's finishing up with his spell book and flicking through, Exathanta will turn to Reman and he'll say, "Oh, have you seen the collection of spell books in the other rooms? I have the... Oh, there's a keyword for them all. I forget them. Sorry, do I know you?" And as you're sort of debating other bits and pieces, he also drops another bit of a bombshell as well. As you're sort of talking to him, he'll eventually say, "Oh yes, of course, the sarcophagi hold a great deal of power, but you need key phrases to get through them." Sorry, do I know you?
So basically, this guy knows.
Switch Palor, you were going to give us some keywords?
Yeah. I could role play with you, but no.
Is there a way that we could actually get him to start spitting out keywords from his goldfish memory?
Yeah, a greater restoration.
Without having to cast that, I'm guessing it's the only way.
It
I mean,
is
does he
the
have
only
anything
way.
written down anywhere? Are there any keywords written down anywhere?
Yeah, has he
No.
got anything written on his forearms?
If you're having a look around this room, you can all have a sort of perception check just to see if there is anything further in this room.
Nope, didn't see diddly fucking squat. I want to kill him too much.
15.
23 for me.
16, sorry.
14.
Beowulf's had a good guy.
Yeah,
It is
so
the only way.
Barwolf, you would spot 2 secret doors from this room. Change to object. Change to object. So what I'm going to finish, because I know you want to finish. As Barwolf, as you're moving around, you spot this one to the south. Exathantha will say to you as he sees you looking, he'll say, "Well, don't open that door, dear boy. There's skulls the other side. They will cascade and probably bury you. There's lots and lots of skulls on the other side." However, as you move to this side, as Barwolf starts to investigate, these red pinpoint pupils flare, and he will rise up. I'm going to go with a Gandalf moment now, and the air behind him goes black and dark as he says, "Leave that alone." What does
So
Barwolf
this-
do?
We go again.
I think it probably heed the warning, but instinctively it kind of go, and he
Something's
kind of like
exciting.
look at the group as if to say, well, that sparked a response.
Okay.
See, I know we're probably wrapping up, but I want to restore his mind to see if we can get these keywords out of him. And then I don't give a shit if we kill him, and then we can open these doors and see what the fuck happens.
The key words do seem important, yeah, because the short human said that, didn't he?
Yeah, and I want to take the spell book so I can.
We're talking spell books, we're talking powers that are downstairs. You know, I feel like it's.
The thing is he more dangerous as he is now, or well, is he as dangerous as he is now, or when his mind is restored?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
he's literally got a spell book with Finger of Death in it, and
Yeah, but if we take the spell book away,
it doesn't mean that he doesn't already know those spells, though.
yeah, true.
I mean, could we not
He-
ask to look
he's
at
a
his spell
lich.
book, him give it to us, him forget he's giving it to us, and then us just take a rest in here?
To a full strength.
He's
Could
not going
do.
to hurt us, is he? And
Yeah,
as
we're all just
a
going to
face-to-face
sleep in his
encounter.
office.
We'll go sleep in the library, so we're not constantly getting asked, "Who are you?"
yeah,
So,
yeah.
well, we're up to time. I know, Jake, you wanted to finish now. So,
No, I'm not bothered. I've not got a time. I think it was somebody else.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
It was me.
Oh, it's Johnson. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, that's sort of a reasonable point to leave it. And then we'll pick up with what you want to do with Exathantha. Hi. Okay.